What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Baggers and Bourbon. Of course, I am your boy Cam, and today we will be doing something a little different. We're not going to be working on a motorcycle, right? My truck got some high miles on it, and I took it to go get an inspection. And of course, I have a 2015 GMC Sierra 1500 Denali model, right? So I took it in for inspection, and they said, "Hey, it's not going to pass. You need to redo front struts and rear shocks on your truck." But this is not the normal shocks that you would just go and replace. This is the magnetic ride that I have on my GMC Sierra Denali base model 2015. So from the year span, because a lot of people don't put this information in their videos, right? So I want to make sure that I put this information in the videos. From the videos that I did watch, you will need to do the front and the back. The front is also magnetic ride. The back is magnetic ride. I got my parts off Rock Auto. If you go to AutoZone, O'Reilly's, these shocks tend to be between 385 to 400 for the front. And for the back, they're about for the front, they're about 600 or something in AutoZone. Excuse me on that. About 600. But on Rock Auto, I got them for like 360. For the rear, you're looking at about 385 in AutoZone and O'Reilly's. On Rock Auto, I got those for 165, 170, something like that. But it was still a good deal because for the front and the back, I ended up getting all of them for about $1,000, $1,100, which is not bad compared to me spending $600. So that's $1,200 just for the front. And for the rear, we're looking at another $600. So you're looking at about $1,800 that you're going to spend on shocks and struts. And I told you guys I spent roughly about $1,200, right? And that was with taxes and shipping. Of course, shipping. And I got one other part for the car, but of course, everything, the shipping was only $30, and the stuff gets here fairly quick. But my front struts came in the other day, and they got a little bit of leakage on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this thing around, and I'm going to show you guys. So as you can see, I got the camera all reversed. You're going to loosen up the bolt right up underneath here. So it's going to be a bolt right there. Hopefully you guys can see it. And you're going to have 3 up here. So 1, 2, and the third one is back there. But of course, you're going to use a roughly a flathead to push these up off. Flathead, like a pry bar or something, to push these connectors up off. And you're going to disconnect, because as you can see on the top right here, hopefully you guys can see, the magnetic control wire comes out of the top of the shock, out of the strut. So you're going to disconnect that. So when you pull the whole assembly down, it's going to come out. And as you can see, I got a little bit of leakage around here. The seals are starting to pop around here. So yeah, it's about time for it to come out. So I'm going to take you guys on a journey as I get this thing up out of here. You're going to need, just make sure when you jack it up, you put 2 jack stands right there. So these are the 6-ton jack stands. So I got one on each side. I dropped my tires back there just in case if anything happened, it can kind of catch it and I can jack it back up. And we're going to go ahead and disconnect. I'm going to bring one more single jack out. That way I can push that, put it up underneath here, and that way it can kind of push it up a little bit once I get ready to push this up out of here, and I can get this thing up out. But I'm going to take you guys on a journey of doing the front and the rear. But I'm going to do the front on this episode so that you guys can get all the details. I'm going to list the parts and the tools that you're going to need, and I'm also going to do the rear on another one. So this is for the 2014 through 2018 magnetic ride for the GMC and regular Chevy Silverados that have the magnetic ride, and I will list the part numbers in the description below. So when you're looking at it, it may not look the same, some of the parts, because they did update they did update some of the magnetic ride for the back for the GMC. So they did do that. So the wires kind of look a little bit different. They're made on the side instead of coming out of the top, but I will show you guys that thing right there. So hey, stay tuned, we about to get with it. Go here and you want to disconnect the magnetic ride right here from the top of the shop. You're going to do like that, and it's going to pull right on out, just like that. All right guys, so let me slide the camera back. So you're going to use a 15 for the bottom. So as you can see where I'm pointing, it's going to be a 15 socket. So you're going to come right here, right on the bottom of this thing. All right, that one's out. Got that one out. So that was a 15 right there, guys. And the tops right here are going to be 18s. Let's see if we can grab it from the top. We're gonna try to grab it from the top and see what we can do and see if we can get it out from the top, guys. As you guys can see, you're gonna see 3 bolts up here. Already removed one, but you're gonna take a 18 millimeter and you're gonna take off 1, 2, and 3 over there. So what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and remove them and I'll resume the camera in a second, all right, when I'm pulling it out. But I can't hold the camera because it's just me. And I just wanted to show you guys where it's at, all right? So we got the top bolts out, and then we're gonna go ahead and try to remove the all right, and it's gonna come out just like that. Push down a little bit, and there you go, it's out. Got one side out, and I'm gonna go get the other part, and I shall resume. Here is the actual shock that I will be using to put back in there. Here's the part number. It's the WESTAR replacement part for GMC, full size GMC for the front. As you can see, it got the wire coming from the top, so it is the magnetic ride. Here's the actual shock right here on the ground. It comes with new lower mounting bolts, and it comes with new top mounting bolts that's going to go in here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and slide this thing in place, go ahead and lock it in place, and then once I get it up and get the bolts on, I'll resume the camera. That way you guys can see the whole thing going back in, all right? But it's really simple. If I wasn't recording, literally this thing would have only took me roughly about 20 minutes, truth be told. It doesn't take that long. So, and I get it, mechanics got to get paid for the time that they spend on the cars, but sometimes you overprice. So you're telling me that you're going to charge me $1,000 a shot, which it does not cost that, or a strut or whatever. Plus you're going to charge me another $2,000 for labor. Like I said, at the end of the day, no discrediting anybody or whatever, but you telling me for 40 minutes worth of fucking work, I'm not going to rip off regular hardworking people out here, all right? If you got the proper tools, and really you don't even need a lot, watch a YouTube video before, get you a couple jack stands. I'm pretty sure guys got the simple tools in their garage, or just go buy them from Harbor Freight. Hey, and just go ahead and put the new part on your truck or car or whatever. But let me go ahead and slide this one back in, guys, and I'll get right back with you. Guys, in order for you to get the bottom part of the strut into like the back into the cradle, like the housing, you will need to loosen up. I believe this is the sway bar. It is a 15 socket, so you would need to loosen this up so that you can drop this down a little bit more and it can slide up into place. Every bolt that comes, they're going to give you a new set of bolts and screws that goes back up into this. So these right here are going to go on the bottom. They are all 15. So a 15 socket will go back on to it. So this is the top and the bottoms are 15s, right? But you will need to loosen right here, the sway, I believe the sway bar, sway link, loosen that up so that you can get, so that this can go down and this can go back up into the housing. So right here, we're going to see. All right, let's see what we can do. to get this thing. All right, so we got it up in. So you're just gonna use like a pry bar to kind of move it in position like you want it. Let me grab my 15 socket and go ahead and send it back up. You can put some Loctite on it. So I did put Loctite on it. All right, we got everything back in. As you can see, we got the bottom tightened up. I believe we got the sway bar tightened back up, and we went ahead and tightened the top ones back up. So they are all 15s. So we have everything buttoned back up. And guys, it's pretty a simple job as long as you have the right tools and some time. So, hey, if you guys are looking into doing it, hey, by all means, go ahead and try it out yourself. Guys, thank you for tuning into Baggers and Bourbon. Of course, I am your boy Cam. This episode, like I said, we was working on a truck. I'm going to go ahead and jump over here and do the other side, but I did want to show you guys how to do at least one side. The other side is the same way. So if you guys are in the market and you guys need to do the magnetic ride on your truck, hey, go ahead and log on to Rock Auto. Go ahead and get your parts. They're a lot cheaper than what you can find in the store. And they got different grades of parts that you can also purchase. These grades are almost close to they're like mid-grade, almost best of the best or whatever. But they still cost me about $400 a piece, which was not bad. It was way better than the $600-700 that AutoZone wanted to charge me. But until next time, guys, signing out. Peace.